The truth is any major baseball company, if they price a glove under $200, I just immediately assume it's not a very good glove. I have been proven wrong. This is the Rawlings Gamer XLE KB17. Chris Bryant. What that means is that this glove is 12 1/4 with that H web, and you can see it's got that speed shell. So I have like a couple things to say right off the bat. Leather and that speed shell, I didn't think I would like either, and I like them both. We're gonna talk more about why later. The price point on this glove is actually $150, which that's putting in the same category as like the Rawlings R9 as well as the Rawlings Gold Glove Elite. So the R9 and the GG Elite, when you first get those, they kind of feel like this to close. You can just kind of like push them in. Like it's a little stiff, but you can close. This glove, on the other hand, I genuinely like that's what it's doing. I can't even fully close. Now every glove is different, because this is a really nice glove right here, but it took me literally 3 minutes of just smacking away with a mallet, and this thing is like beautiful, ready to go, game ready. I did like 5 minutes of work on this glove, and this is still what it's like. We need to break this in to figure out if this is the best bang for your buck glove to like ever exist. Here's the problem. I already did a little bit of work with a typical mallet, but these things are really light, and it did like nothing. So it's time to ump the ante. No, I didn't say that right. As always, if you want to break in your glove the right way, just put on some jorts and hit it really hard. I've said this many times, guys. Focus on the palm, the heel, and then your pocket. So who is this glove actually for? If it's 12 1/4 inches, that sounds like really big for infield, but really small for outfield. And you're kind of right. A lot of you third basemen are using 11 1/2, maybe 11.75. But I want you to hear me out, because I genuinely believe that this glove right here is like the best utility player glove anyone can have. The reason I say that is because $150, we have to remember that. That is a wonderful price. So I'm not saying it's the best one possible, but when it comes to how much it costs plus the value you're gonna get from it, beautiful. Not everybody can spend like $200 on 3 different gloves. One for third base, one for second base, and then another one for outfield. I mean, you're talking a lot of money. In case you didn't know, we have a membership option on the channel. What this means is you get a couple extra things, woohoo, but we have mic'd up softball games on there, and they're honestly a lot of fun.
Brian, what the You're out of the game!
Heads up, chins up. Even if you have multiple chins, keep them up.
It seriously does just help out the channel. It allows me to keep doing what I'm doing, get more gloves, review everything we can. So thank you guys. So the glove feels like an infielder's glove, which is a good thing. If you were to say like go 2 in the pinky in the outfield and then traditional on the infield, that would work great for any of you utility guys out there. Okay, so with 12 1/4, that's obviously pretty dang big for infield. So if you're playing shortstop and second, that's going to be a little bit harder. So basically, I just kind of set up a general target. We're gonna do a few glove flips just to kind of get an idea. Because honestly, glove flips and transfers are like the big things for your middle infielders, and that's why you don't want a huge glove. A lot of these are like clearly forced glove flips, like you would normally just boom. Yeah, I mean, the ball seriously does roll off like really well, because right now the shape of it is like absolutely beautiful. It's got these like slightly rolled fingers and it's new and everything. My thing is the older the glove gets, the looser it's gonna get. Glove flips will probably get worse and worse, harder and harder over time. Hey, that was decent. If that's an actual human being, they're able to just go. Yeah, I mean, like forehand glove flips feel super smooth, like butter. The problem is coming in like this, you can really feel how long it is. Like it comes to where I'm pushing forward too much, almost snapping too much, and I'm getting balls that go up. Ultimately, when it comes to any like glove flips with any glove, you just gotta get used to it. You gotta use it a lot,
kind of get a feel for that specific glove. So honestly, shortstop, second base, the big thing is resting on transfers. Is the glove too big? Let's move on to transfers. Two in the pinky, see if anything changes. That's so weird. You can tell such a big difference. I'm guessing a little bit more. With two in the pinky, it's a little bit more of a guess. Traditional, you can feel the ball just that slight bit more to where I know where to grab from. Two in the pinky, I'm like, it should be here. It worked, but it makes the glove feel so much more padded when you go two in the pinky. When I'm wearing it traditional, with that speed shell on the finger back, there's something about it that makes it feel pretty normal. But when you do go two in the pinky, you can just really tell it's got that like softer, a little bit more of a padded feel. Like the MVP Prime from Mizuno, the Rawlings Gold Glove Elite, R9, all those, it kind of just has that similar feel. Here's my big problem with this glove. I would say I like basically everything about this glove considering the price point, except for one thing. Rawlings calls this the speed shell. And I actually like the way it feels and I like the way it plays. And if it's adding like less weight, that made no sense at all. If it's making the glove lighter, great, I love it. My problem is it gets like ridiculously slick. It doesn't feel wet, but it feels really greasy, which is kind of like a gross way to put it. But when your finger's out on this glove, if you sweat even a little bit, it's really weird to explain, but it's greasy. My little brother put the glove on and he immediately asked me, he's like, are you super sweaty right now? And I was like, no, that's just how the glove feels. Now I want to talk about the things that I'm actually impressed by with this glove. And so the shape of this glove rocks. And now I mentioned it before, but it's like an infield pattern. And I think it just makes the smallest, but like biggest difference in the end because it feels normal on the infield. So for you guys who are just playing everywhere, this is seriously one of the best gloves you can get for $150. Like that's brand new. You buy it new for 150 bucks. You don't have to like try to go find it some weird spot on eBay. If you're in the outfield, I would just say, hey, go two in the pinky. That's what I do. It makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And then on the infield, going traditional just gives you a little bit more feel and that confidence knowing you know where the ball is. Now, the next thing I'm gonna talk about is actually just the leather. Typically on the gloves at this price point, the leather is really not that impressive. You can tell that this is softer leather. I mean, look at the palm. You can see kind of those wrinkles. Almost all those youth gloves look just like that. My thing is I think by having a nicer palm liner, it assists the rest of the glove. Like, yeah, the rest of the leather is sort of so-so, but having a nice palm liner makes a big difference. A lot of youth gloves, if you feel certain parts of the fingers, you can feel where the palm liner stops and then it's just the leather of the fingers. You can't really feel it in this glove. So that either means it's really well hidden or it might just go all the way up. I'm genuinely impressed by this Rawlings. I think you guys need to continue making this glove, but in different models. If I had to like explain this glove to somebody in one sentence, take a Gold Glove Elite, but make it nicer. By the way, the USA hat is officially on our website, so go check it out, ballgloveking.com. Now, if you wanna watch a video on the Gold Glove Elite, I made one. Go check it out. I basically tell you never to buy one new, and you have to watch the video to find out why.